on the scene, dripped in Celine, whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front, dancing to the music, smoking on the got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty, black force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles, not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse, in this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Wilder the favorite in a fight with Anthony Joshua. After the performance, you know there's going to be a lot of comparing performances against Helenius, a lot of triangle theories, a lot of people, the sweet scientists of the world, feel like they collected data that has now given them the information they needed to predict who will win a fight against Wilder and Anthony Joshua if it happens in January. But before we dive into this topic, we're going to show some of this data to you, sweet scientists out there, to help you answer the question, is Wilder a favorite in a fight with Anthony Joshua? All right, so one of the first things we're going to take a look at is this right here, which can you gentlemen see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
We see it. It just popped up.
All right. This is Deontay Wilder knocking out Robert Helenius.
And there's Fury.
And as you can see, Wilder is on the back foot. He's backing up. Helenius jumps in. Boom. Good night. Sweet dreams for the Nordic nightmare.
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at Wilder. We was there. Just so y'all know, we were there. It feels like, you know what I mean, just yesterday. All right, so now we're going to pull up this next one, which is Anthony Joshua's knockout of Robert Helenius. Can you gentlemen see that?
Yep.
Yes.
You can see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you can see, AJ's on the attack. And he knocks out Robert Helenius. And that's two vicious knockouts that Robert Helenius suffered. So if you're close to Robert Helenius, keep your eyes on him. All right. And here's what Robert Helenius said about being knocked out by Deontay Wilder. And he explained his thought process during that fight. All right, so let's take a look.
I had this one goal. I have to be aggressive because we had been doing a lot of sparring rounds back in the day, and
With Wilder.
yeah, with Wilder, yeah. So we had a game plan set. Of course, in some point when the fight was nearing, I was thinking about, but he has been fighting Tyson Fury for almost 3 years now. He was training for a big guy like me. Probably he had made some changes because he's lost some fights. But we were so long in the training camp and the game plan that I didn't think of it anymore. But except in the fight, 1.5 minutes in the fight, I was like, something's wrong. He's moving backwards. He's even trying to hit me from his back foot. He's never done that before. So I was surprised and probably should have thought it more thoroughly. But then when the
10-second clap.
10-second clapper came, I was like, okay, 10 seconds left. Let's do a rush punching. And I was punching him in the stomach and coming up in his face, but then he just
So fast. That right hand was so fast.
So it was a mistake, but it's boxing. He was better prepared for that.
All right, and so the last thing I'm going to show you, sweet scientists, is actually Deontay Wilder's trainer, Malik Scott's reaction to the fight, because he was giving an interview during the fight, and you can actually see him breaking down what Anthony Joshua was doing and his reaction to Anthony Joshua getting the knockout. So we're going to take a look at Malik Scott. All right. And this video appears courtesy of Matchroom Boxing. Subscribe to Matchroom Boxing. Right.
That you believe Wilder gets AJ out of there within 3 or 4 rounds. What gives you that confidence?
Well, what's real peculiar about it is right now AJ isn't doing the things he usually do in the 3 or 4 rounds. Usually, like he's a little bit more front foot heavy, but I think that thanks to Derrick James, he's thinking a lot more behind his front knee. Not taking a lot of chances. Thanks to Derrick James and also thanks to Andy Ruiz, because Ruiz knocked him out, so now he's more cautious. And Derrick James is giving him good teaching and trying to put, you could say, educated mindset behind his system. So, AJ's in a tough spot, really, because myself and all of you, we all expect a lot out of him because he has special traits about him. Like he looks the par, he's built the par, he can fight, gold medalist. Everything in the part, but there's only one thing that he's not, and he's not vicious like the man that I trained, Deontay Wilder. He isn't as dynamic. As a matter of fact, his eyes are swelling up, busted nose. This is not good business.
All right, we're gonna do a little fast forward real quick, man. All right.
This is cool. You see what happened when we hit him with a 6-inch mush right hand. That wasn't even Deontay. He was on his back leg, Deontay, and it was a mush.
You still have to respect that Joshua, though, in a potential matchup. You can't overlook him.
Not overlooking him at all, but I look, he's in the clinch. Look, he don't want to fight out of it. I just look at craft. I look at boxing. This is high level, and I train a high level guy. I train a couple high level guys, and Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, is the king of the crop. Tyson Fury is the king of the crop, and compared to what I'm looking at right now. This is not personal. I'm just talking about craftsmanship. I'm not a sensationalizer. My opinion isn't based off of fanatics, sensationalism, idol worshiping. I don't do that. When I see boxing, I see craft. Whoever is showing me high level stuff, I commend that. But I don't watch boxing. Whoa! Yes, AJ, fucking hell. January, baby. What round was it? 8. He clipped him cold in 8.
Did you change?
He got right out the ring. Look at him. Where's he going?
All right, so you saw Malik Scott's reaction to it right there in the middle of him speaking. I'm gonna turn it over to you, G. What was your reaction to all that?
I want this. I want to go first.
Right, go ahead, TBE. Go ahead,
TBE.
Yo, shout out to fan of the Wilder fan club. G's number 1. Malik Scott number 2. Whatever. He said a lot of cute things, but we don't go to Malik Scott for boxing advice. Yeah. Let's be real with you, Malik. You have 2 losses and one W. You 1-2, so you can't speak on nothing. I'm gonna be real with you. You can't speak on nothing. You can't speak on AJ's talent. You can't speak on the skill. You can't speak on nothing. And what AJ did last night, yes, he's not the fighter you want him to be. You see what he can be, but let him figure it out. And once he figures it out, he's gonna be a monster in this game. But Malik, you stick to your OnlyFans, because at the end of the day, that's what you pause. Pause. I ain't even gonna say it because that's what you best at. Pause. But Malik, you can't. Yeah, you train your mans, your best friend, your lover, whatever he is to you.
Yo, watch your mouth, yo.
You and G on the same boat, not the Montgomery boat, but the banana boat, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and I respect that you see him knock him out. You're like, let's go, AJ. You're literally cheering for the man, but you could talk him down in the same breath. It's crazy to me. My guy can't. I root for AJ because I like greatness, and when you see great, And I'm gonna be honest, like sometimes you like to like. I wasn't a fan of Peyton Manning. I love Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is a dog. Kevin Durant, as great as he is, like athletes, when you see athletes in their greatness, you be like, yo, these guys are talented. And they make some decisions that I wouldn't make, but I'm not an athlete. I'm just we're just content creators, and we create content and we speak on what we see. AJ was built for greatness. When you hear his story, you be like, damn, yo, I appreciate it. And when you see what he's done, and yes, he may have fallen short because he was trying to be Thanos, and he came close to being Thanos, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I feel like he's gonna have a Cinderella story to his story, yo. When it's all said and done, we're gonna be like, yo, respect career. Like, yeah, guys who came before, who fell short, and then they accomplished what they needed to accomplish. It's cool, but I don't think Wilder's the favorite in this fight at all, yo. I'm gonna be real with you. I think AJ is gonna body this man. And G, knock. G, knock.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, who's there?
Who's there, man?
AJ. And he's knocking the boy out. That's it. Clean as ever. Clean as ever. That's it. I'm done.
All right, G, man. Your reaction to what Ned had to say. Who do you think's the favorite? And
all right, so I'm not even gonna address Ned because I think Ned was, Malik Scott was pretty much referencing the groupieism of Ned. You know what I'm saying? But when you compare both knockouts, right? Like when you compare both knockouts, like it's kind of weird because if you just look at the knockout itself, AJ's knockout looks more impressive than Wilder's, right? But when you realize the backstory behind both, I think Wilder has a more impressive knockout. The fact that, we're used to Wilder being the aggressor, moving forward, knocking out guys. And this time, he's moving backwards and hitting this dude with like a short counter that drops this guy. And on the other end, although, AJ was the aggressor in that attempt, in that combination to the body, then over to the head, he made that attempt like that was probably the 5th attempt during that same fight. And the first couple of times he kept missing that combo. So it's kind of like, and this was AJ's that's one of his old bread and butters. So it's kind of like, what's going on is like something in AJ's just not clicking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is it a new AJ or is it this was the old AJ, but now that he has a new trainer and now that he's been through some wars with Ruiz and with Usyk, he's now like he's second guessing himself, he's doubting himself. So now he's hesitant. You know what I mean? Because it's like boxing, a lot of it is reactive, like look when you look at TC, right? Especially when he went against Spence, it was like he was locked in. It was just instinct, was just dictating like his pace, his timing, everything. Where AJ, it seems like he's overthinking too much. Wilder's not an overthinker. He's just a reactor. You know what I mean? And so when Malik was talking about the difference between AJ and Wilder, I actually agree with him. And that's why I'm so confident in picking Wilder over AJ. It's because AJ, for some reason, man, I don't know if he just needs more time with Derek. Like, I don't know if it's like he doesn't trust himself like he used to. But this ain't the same AJ that fought Klitschko. It's just a new breed of AJ, right? Now, Ned thinks this is a more improved AJ. I think he regressed, Like, I don't see the same timing, the same accuracy. I see a guy that's hesitant. He has the skills, but when he pulls the trigger, he doesn't pull it in confidence. You know what I mean? He's like one of them dudes, like he pulls out his gun, but he's afraid to shoot it. That's an AJ. Wilder, if he pulls it out, he's shooting off rip, And so AJ can't hesitate with a guy like Wilder. That's why I was like, when Ned in the earlier segment was like, well, AJ likes to play with his food. You're not playing with Wilder. You play with your food with Wilder, you're going to die. You know what I mean? So this is a situation that AJ has to really think, like, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta go all out. You know what I mean? Like, and hold on, one last thing. I'm gonna let you talk, right, Ned? Yesterday during the fight, when Tony Bellew and David Hay were talking about it, right? Tony Bellew was impressed by AJ's performance, but David Hay had to keep it 100 and was like, nah, bro, he's hesitating. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with AJ, it's like, it's different. It's like with AJ, you could look at the positives, right? Like, for example, Ruiz too, right? You guys were impressed by AJ's performance. I wasn't impressed by his performance. I thought he played it too safe. Where it's like, yeah, like he dominated the fight because he never took any risks, any chances. He knew that this dude was flat-footed, so he just stayed, jab, move. He wasn't trying to knock this dude out because he understood, if I go for the knockout, I might get countered, so let me just play it smart. That's nothing wrong, but it's like, when I see that, I'm looking at that as a weakness. You guys may look at it as a positive thing. With this performance, you know, I see him doing a lot of things where it's like he's missing a lot of punches, right? Now, outside of the missing the punches, he was dictating the pace. He was controlling the rounds, which is all true. But I noticed the flaws, you know? So, and when I compare AJ's performance to Deontay Wilder, I'm sorry, I don't. And Wilder has a lot of flaws. We've talked about Wilder extensively on this show, but Wilder's flaws, I still don't see AJ capitalizing off of them to this degree. I think if AJ comes in hesitant like he's doing in these past couple of fights against Wilder, Wilder's going to hit him real quick. AJ's not going to see it coming. AJ's going to be on the floor flatline. I love to be proven wrong, but I doubt it. That's why I'm confident in making that $1,000 bet. Go ahead, Ned. My bad.
Yeah, all right, Ned. Go ahead. You get it in, Ned.
Yo, G.
Again.
With great power comes great responsibility. And you talk about Wilder, if he got his gun, he's gonna shoot it. And it's like we've took this course to have our LTCs, and we're all taught like taking a life is not easy. So AJ don't want to take a life too soon. You feel me? Respect yourself, G. Respect yourself. Why AJ don't want to take a life too soon? And Wilder's reckless, as we can see in the ring. And sometimes Wilder takes the red flag. He takes a lot of high risk when it comes to fighting. Like, his style is so crazy. You be like, yo, what is he doing? And it pays off. Like, he'll take multiple punches and then he'll land his right hand. He's laying off. He's doing whatever he got to do, but he'll take a bunch of punishment before he delivers. Yes, it's hilarious. I'm not even going crazy. It's hilarious. But we saw against Fury where you need skill. And if AJ was just training like Wilder's the best in the division, then I would understand AJ's trash. But AJ's training for the best in the division. And you can't see that. Wilder fought the best. AJ fought the best. And he came up short. And he looked impressive. And you could sit there and say he is going to lose to a guy who just trigger happy. I can't accept that. I can't accept it at all. Like you say, Wilder fought the best and looked poor. He looked terrible in the second fight, and the first fight too. Like I didn't like the first. The third fight, he showed some heart. It was his heart, and that's why AJ got to look out for his Wilder's heart. Like at any moment he could turn up and go Super Saiyan and knock you out. But if you're tactical, you're calculated, you can beat this guy. And that's it. That's all it is. That's what Fury showed us. If you're tactical, calculated, you can beat this guy. He's not unbeatable. And when we saw Usyk and Fury, what we saw from both of them, Wilder didn't have the skill, Wilder didn't have the IQ. AJ was trying to prove, and he fell short both times. The first fight, I said he got embarrassed. He got embarrassed by Usyk. The second fight, Usyk won. He was the better man, but AJ came with his A game, and he couldn't go 12 rounds. And I feel like AJ was, I gotta go 12 rounds. I gotta be able to go 12 rounds with these guys. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be a Cinderella story for this man. I know I may sound like
You sound like a groupie, bro.
Yeah, I may sound like a groupie, but it's like sometimes there's certain fighters who take the sport seriously and they train, which it just this is why I appreciate fighters like you who respect the sport. Canelo respects the sport. AJ respects the sport. I'll be real with you. TC respects the sport.
Bro, you mentioned all these guys. It means nothing.
No, I'm
they
just saying
all respect the sport. It's like
he's about to name every fighter he could think of.
Yeah, bro. It's like, listen, I get it. You don't like Wilder.
Hear me out. They train at elite level, and then when they face people who be like, yo, nah, this dude's fool, whatever, they talking all this crazy mess, and then when they step in the ring, and then they get bodied, you be like, yo, I see what you got. Respect the sport. But it's the same thing with like every other sport. You have the dedication and the ambition and you gotta be with the sport. You have to have that heart and passion to be successful. Some guys don't have that.
So pretty much what you're saying is you don't believe that Wilder is dedicated enough to want to beat AJ.
He could beat AJ, but I'm just saying it's gonna be in a simple way. For Wilder, it's simple. For AJ's training for more. And if AJ studies footage, it's easy. It's an easy W. It's an easy W. Don't get hit by the right hand.
I blame Katie.
That's it. Don't get hit by the right hand.
Watch your mouth.
You know why? As you let him cook too long, he just starts playing.
Yo, bro, we used to. You don't remember this? We used to reel this dude in, and everyone in the comment section used to act like we were like murderers or something. So now
all these other fighters have nothing to do with the fight.
So now I just let this man cook.
I'm saying these fighters
and they eat what they eat. You know what I mean?
No, these fighters have a passion.
Unfortunately, Trill's been sitting here for like the last 20 minutes waiting to speak, but they don't care about that. They don't care about that. So let him cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying these fighters have a passion. I'm just saying AJ's passion. He just sees science. And yes, it may be boring to you. Like Mayweather, some people be like Mayweather was boring. But he had a passion for the sport. AJ has a passion where Wilder has no skill. And that's it.
All right, Dollar Bill. The floor is now yours, my brother.
Look,
if you still feel like talking, I don't know.
I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Who's the favorite? I don't think none of these guys are the favorite, to be honest. I think that both of them are in the same boat. That's how I feel in my heart. They both just lost. They both lost their medal and lost the rematch to retain their medal back. They're both on a collision course to figure out which one of them are gonna lose to the guy who got all the belts. You know, because even if they fight, I don't see neither one of them guys beating Usyk or Tyson Fury. You know, it's just like to see who's the third best fighter in the world. That's what we're looking forward to.
Bronze Bomber, baby.
That's what it is. I honestly think that both of these guys are in the same boat. I think they both in the same boat. I wouldn't be surprised if either one of these guys fight Chisora next. That's what I was saying. The heavyweight division, man, I've been disappointed ever since the Usyk and Fury fight wasn't made. So that's how I feel.
Nah, that's some real stuff. Look, I'm going to tell you this. In 2015, 2016, I strongly felt like Anthony Joshua would beat Deontay Wilder. And the main reason why is because Deontay Wilder was a one-trick pony. Absolutely one trick. Relied on the right hand. And things have changed. He lost to Tyson Fury, and that loss to Tyson Fury, those losses to Tyson Fury made Deontay Wilder realize he needs more than a right hand, because he put Fury down with his right hand, but he couldn't keep Fury down because all he did when he hit Fury with a right hand and Fury got back up was he reminded Fury, I can't get careless. And Fury went back to outboxing him, and Fury finished the fight. So for me, Deontay Wilder is a better fighter now than he was in 2015, meaning his jab is better. his movement against Hellenius was better because he's worked on it. He used to brag about not jumping rope. He used to brag about not running. His catchphrase used to be, they got to be perfect for 12 rounds. Only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. But now he realized, you know what? It's true I only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. But what if I could dominate for longer than that? What if I chose when to create the 2 seconds? You feel me? And when you watch Wilder versus Hellenius, as G pointed out, as much as I hate to agree with G on this topic, but what was impressive about Wilder was he stuck to a game plan. Usually Wilder is there loading up, waiting, but you actually can see Wilder backing up into that corner, baiting Hellenius to attack him. Hellenius takes the bait, and Wilder counters him. And you can see that that's what Wilder was trying to do the entire time. And Wilder created that opening. The same way that Gervonta Tank Davis baited Rolly Romero in their fight for that check hook. So you got to give Wilder props because he went from just being the guy who's wild with the right hand to actually believing in game plans, setting traps, jogging, training. You see Wilder on the pads now. He used to look like a wild boy on the pads, but now I'm not saying he looks the most technically sound, but he looks a hell of a lot better than he used to. His jab looks a hell of a lot better than it used to. The only knock and my only concern for Deontay Wilder at this point is, has he taken too much punishment in those Tyson Fury fights? We didn't get any of those questions answered with Hellenius because Hellenius didn't land anything on Wilder, which is salute to Wilder, not his problem. That was Hellenius' job to land punches on him. He couldn't do it. Wilder did what he's supposed to do. You don't get paid extra for overtime in boxing. But I wonder, can Wilder take punishment from Anthony Joshua? Pause, not in that way. I'm just saying, like, you know, in a fight, would he be able to deal with the power that Anthony Joshua has? That's still a major question. Ned, the TBE, like, go ahead, Ned. Go ahead, Ned.
Yo, all right, we're talking about Hellenius. They both fought Hellenius. Yes, Hellenius, like, his most impressive wins was Kanaki. All right, you feel me? Kanaki was supposed to be like the Poland legend. He's supposed to be the next great thing out of Poland, and he fell short. But this is Hellenius. We all know he's like food for the top 10. Hellenius is not ranked top 10 against none of the heavyweights that are solid out here. But I want to be clear. Why the fuck Hellenius? Easy knockout. We knew it was going to be easy knockout. Even though I rooted for Hellenius, I'm not going to lie. I did because the hateful Wilder I have because of G. I don't hate Wilder as a person, as a human. I just hate him because of G. And that's it. G. And AJ fought Hellenius. AJ knocked him out in like 7th round. But AJ never got like punished by Hellenius is beating up AJ. No, AJ was literally just playing with food. And all I'm saying is,
wait, you said that AJ didn't get touched by Hellenius?
No, I'm like he was like at a point in the fight, like AJ, you getting beat up. No, it was nothing. Like, yeah, he got tagged. But it's like that's boxing. Like, you'll get touched, you'll get here and there, left hook, right hook, whatever. Beat up. AJ was literally, he controlled the fight. And yes, we didn't appreciate how he controlled the fight.
So can I ask you a serious question? Can I ask you a serious question, Ned? Just straight up, 100%. You interrupted me saying my piece to say what? What was the point? What was your conclusion? What was?
I'm about to point. AJ is not. AJ is AJ. AJ acquired 3 belts, and he was going for that health. Yes, he have lost to Usyk, but AJ is not a scrub. You're comparing him to, and he's not a scrub. Now, when it comes down, like, all said and done, I promise you.
At what point when I was speaking, Ned, at what point when I was speaking did I say AJ was a scrub?
No. I'm just saying.
So why was it needed for you to say that? Because I never said AJ was a scrub.
I had to butt in because, you know.
All right. I'm just asking, can I take the floor back?
It's yours.
All right. Thank you.
Please do. Please do.
Oh, my God. All right. So, like I was saying, I do believe that Deontay Wilder is a more improved fighter than he was in 2015. 2016, back when we were at the peak of this debate, and I thought Anthony Joshua would smoke him. I think we're looking at a more improved Deontay Wilder. But the question is, the big question mark is, I don't know if he is going to have lingering effects from the beatings he took from Tyson Fury, and if he would be able to deal with Anthony Joshua's power. Now, here's my big issue with Anthony Joshua. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen it as much in an athlete at the top level as I see it in with Anthony Joshua. He's not fueled by hatred. Like, when people dislike him, it bothers him. Look at TC and Earl Spence. When people disrespected TC, TC said in his own face, like Charlemagne, TC's like, okay, you're wrong, but it's cool. TC went in the ring and used all that as fuel to dominate and then say, now what? And then go back to everyone and be like, now what? I watched Charlemagne tell Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder was going to knock him out. And Tyson Fury just laughed and said, I got him. Trust me. And Fury went. But for AJ, it seems like when people doubt him, it hurts him. It hurts his performance. We're about to do a segment where he says certain things to his critics, and I don't understand that. All the best athletes I've ever seen are fueled by the hatred. Floyd Mayweather fought in arenas where 70% of the people were there to see him lose. You don't believe me? I swear, this is one of the greatest moments in boxing. Look at the second round when Shane Mosley lands the two big right hands on Floyd. Look at everyone in the front row jumping up there like, yes, it's finally happened. Floyd's about to lose. Floyd's about to lose. And Floyd
they
goes
thought they leaned in
it. Yep. Floyd goes, and you can see, yo, I swear, I mean, I could be wrong, but pull it up again. I swear I read De La Hoya's lips saying, I told you. When
I seen people beating their chests in the front row.
Yeah.
You see, like,
Yeah, yo, bro, think of that environment. We're talking about this dude who's been undefeated forever. No one's ever really seen the dude hurt like that. He got buzzed twice in that round against Shane. Yo, my man goes back to the corner, sits down, gathers himself. This is when I said, I don't care what no one can tell me Floyd's not a dog. He walked right back to the center of the ring and whooped Shane the rest of the fight.
He told Shane, he said, you're going to have to kill me.
Yeah. You know what? and not to be outdone, I watched Usyk do the same thing to Anthony Joshua. In their second fight, the 9th round, Anthony Joshua beat the brakes off of Usyk. I'm talking about it's the worst beating I've seen Usyk take. I was sitting there thinking like, yo, Usyk might be done. Usyk went to his corner, sat on that stool, and I bet you this is what he said to himself, because the same thing Floyd said, like Trill said, for him to beat me, he has to kill me. And walked in the center of the ring and beat the brakes off of Anthony Joshua for the rest of the fight, and AJ looked like he never wanted to engage. Which brings me to my biggest concern about Anthony Joshua. What happens if Wilder knocks you down and you have to get back up? Because that's real. Wilder has dropped everybody. The only person who ever beat him got back up. And when AJ gets hurt, AJ gets timid. When AJ gets hurt, AJ loses confidence in himself. So now the reason why I am no longer as sure of AJ beating Deontay Wilder as I was in 2015 is I seen Wilder go out on a shield. I believe. I don't know how much Wilder has, and I do think that Anthony Joshua could knock out Deontay Wilder. I do believe that. But he's going to have to knock out Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder's going to try until he knocks him out. I'm confident in that. I watched AJ get up against Andy Ruiz and be nonchalant and, spit his mouthpiece out and hang against the ropes. I watched Usyk bring the fight to him in the 10th round, and AJ didn't want to. So everyone who talks trash about Robert Garcia, this is what kills me, because I even heard Robert Garcia say this. In that 9th round, if AJ answers the 10th round the way he answered that 9th round, everyone's saying he's a hero. Everyone's saying he's a great trainer. But AJ doesn't fight fire with fire, and now Robert Garcia is a bad trainer. Now Robert Garcia didn't do what he was supposed to do. So I say all that to say this. I still favor Anthony Joshua in this fight because Luis Ortiz outboxed Wilder 2 times, got hit with the right hand, got knocked out. Gerald Washington outboxing Wilder, got hit, got knocked out. Tyson Fury was outboxing Wilder, but he got dropped and he had to get back up. But I think Anthony Joshua is going to land his hard punches first. But I'm telling you right now, if Wilder hits Anthony Joshua first, if Wilder lands first, I'm giving up the ghost. I'm waving a white flag.
Me too.
Because nothing about AJ has showed me that he's the dog that when he gets hurt, he's gonna be like, you gotta kill me. And that's where I feel like Malik is confident. That's where G's confident. That's where everyone's confident. I got to admit, I'm not confident that if this is a dog fight and this is a battle of wills, that Anthony Joshua will win. I'm picking Anthony Joshua simply because I think he's more talented than Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder has the eraser, so that might not even matter.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm fumbling over here. It's the Boxing Bros. You know what it is. And my soul video out now.
Can you feel me? Came so cold in my cell, all them lonely nights. Stay 10 toes.